Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis, where we are currently in the position where we are getting close to making one of our very first mega blocks, which is of course like the highway equivalent of one of these standard city blocks here. So that's going to be exciting. We're also getting pretty close to being able to replace our light residential with high density residential, which is going to be rather important. So that will be great. For right now, we're mostly saving up a little money, although it looks like there's some demand for industry. So, we're probably going to do something about that and expand our industrial district up this way a little bit, which is, of course, a logging industry. So, come on down over here. We're going to pause the game while we do this, just because this is going to be breaking our power lines a little bit. That's okay, ultimately. We do need to redo these. So we'll just go ahead and do that for right now. Let's take a quick look at our power lines. Okay. I think if we just run our power like this, we'll be okay. Ultimately, we probably don't even need this power line anymore, do we? Well, there isn't actually a connection here. We could run a power line just like this instead and get rid of all of these, which would save us a little money in upkeep. So let's go ahead and do that. Excellent. That should do the trick. And then we can go ahead and zone all of this industrial. And we're going to need to make sure that our district is set up for that. So let's check that. Yep, that looks fine. How about water? That looks fine too. Excellent. That should keep us in business as far as forestry goes. We're going to need to overhaul this highway situation here relatively soon and get a second exit down here on the main thoroughfare. That's going to be a thing. But for right now, this seems to be okay. Now, how are our schools doing? Elementary school appears to be fine. High school appears to be fine too. We do have a lot of people eligible for a university education, but we cannot afford one yet. That's not a thing we can do. Or rather, specifically, we need to have 4,200 population. We need our next milestone for that. To be able to make campus areas and various things. Although, look at that. We're going to be able to do an education boost policy. That's pretty neat. Which actually, for some reason, reminds me, I haven't changed our radio for this episode yet. So let's hop over to Cities Radio.
Fuel of the modern economy. The age-old Italian tradition of burning beans and drinking the
now,
bitter
of course,
bean juice.
we can't go on Gold FM, so our next one is going to be Relaxation Station, most likely. But that's for next episode. We're not quite there yet.
Our coffee technicians are trained to make a variety of coffees and sugary coffee-themed drinks just as you like it, all while generally making more noise than anyone could reasonably ignore. So drink up and let the productivity flow. Sippy sip coffee fans, burn bean coffee. Get it while it's hot. Due to recent
I love the ads in this game.
Drinking hot coffee. Lights, camera, movie. There's nothing like watching a movie to take you to another place or time. And there's no better place
Okay,
to
so we have a
watch than
firehouse
film
over
cinema.
there.
And
We
no
do
better
not
time
have
than the time
one
it takes
over
you to get
here
from where
yet.
you are to
I'm
where
gonna go
you
ahead and put down
You'll break
one
box
right
office records
there.
of fun as you take a trip to Tinseltown Movie
And
World
as far as
USA.
police goes,
Action
it looks
cut
like
right
we're
on the set.
relatively
Our
fine, but we don't have a police station over here. I'm gonna put one down there as well.
The movie. That high-pitched shuttle drone is normal. It's the sound your ears hear when there's nothing for your ears to hear here. So come on down and enjoy the movies where everyone's a star.
And we're also going to need to expand our commercial
This
here
is
very
Cities
soon.
Radio, home of music.
Yeah, are you gonna play any, or are you gonna keep talking? Hang on a moment. This is Stellaris music. Specifically, this is faster than light. Is this the instrumental version? We're about to find out. I love the Stellaris soundtrack so much. We do need more industrial, so let's go ahead and finish off this industrial block. There we go. Should be fine on water. And we want more residential as well. I think we're gonna be okay though. We could use another high school. Okay. This is not the instrumental version. This version often doesn't play in Stellaris. It's like part of the soundtrack DLC. Which of course I do have, which is why it's playing here, but yeah. I'm a big fan of this track. Hey, there we go. Okay. Let's start systematically replacing these low-density areas. Excellent. And we'll just continue systematically replacing stuff. Sorry, I'm not doing much commentary right now. I'm too busy listening to Faster Than Light. And wishing I was playing Stellaris right now. That's okay, though. I do have a Stellaris game going, so I'll be playing it very soon. In fact, I already played it for this week. Well, not this week, but I played it yesterday. Let's double check our water situation. Yep, that all looks good. Speaking of water, how are we doing on that? Oh, we're getting there. Gonna need to build more things for that soon enough. So if this is the one that plays all of the Paradox music from all of the various Paradox games that I have installed, I might just leave it on Cities Radio. Because it's really good. Okay. There we go. So we've got this meta block basically blocked out at this point. We just need to extend this up 960, which we barely can do. Take that over to here. We're going to need to potentially redo this power line, which we can definitely do. Okay. And of course, this highway will be going this way, so this road will eventually go away. But as of right now, that won't be for a little bit. Oh, we can make medical labs. And you know what? We need to get a cemetery. Let's see here. Cemeteries. Where do we want to place this? We could knock out this road and put the cemetery in our commercial district for some reason. That'll do. Eventually we're going to get rid of the cemetery and replace it with a crematorium. How's our landfill doing as far as capacity goes? 37%. Okay. Actually, should we just D-zone this over here? We're going to be building through here. Maybe. But if we're going to do this, I want to have all of these set up beforehand. So all of these regular blocks in this meta block are going to need to switch over to dense residential. I don't want to do this too fast though, because then our population drops over time and takes a little bit to recover. So I'm going to stop zoning dense residential for a little bit. And they do want additional industrial. We've got space up here. So we could run this over. Let's see, 960. There we go. And we could do another forestry block up here. It's not a big deal. Although the other thing we could do is instead of forestry, we could do office buildings. And have this just be our only forestry block. Oh, hello, Crusader Kings. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on Cities Radio. Now I want to play Crusader Kings. It's been a long time since I've done a Crusader Kings play, but Ethiopia Through the Ages is going to be getting there pretty soon. I mean, we're still pretty early on in Imperator, but we're going to be getting there eventually. I also realized not very long ago that I have never actually done a full-on solo play of Crusader Kings on my channel. And yeah, we can make a campus area, and we probably want to do that. I don't know how exactly that works. Let's see here. Office specializations, residential. Leisure specialization, no office or IT cluster. No residential or self-sufficient buildings. That's kind of interesting. But this is a campus area here. Okay. So, did they change the actual university structure? They did not. But there are multiple types of campus areas. We can do a trade school campus area. Interesting. Well, for right now, let's save up a little bit and get ourselves a university. In the meantime, we're going to need to block out this entire meta block. So let's do this. Okay, that's what, 3 blocks, or 3 squares? Okay, so this is 4. And this is 5. And this is also going to save us some money on this power line, which is nice. Okay, so there's that block ready to go. And we're basically going to make that be an office block, but we don't really have the demand for it right now. Now, let's see here. We have these vertical connections here. So I'm just going to run that up to there. In fact, let's run it up to here or thereabouts, but let's run this pipe first, just so that we have an indicator and a snap point. Just like that. Excellent. And then we're going to need to run one through here. So that snap point, that's perfect. Excellent, and we may as well connect up over here. This is not perfectly straight. Uh-huh. How is that not perfectly straight? I have to assume it's an error with this road. That road is going to be removed anyway, so we'll probably just redo that at that time. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods via likes and comments and subscribes and ringing of the bell, and I will see you all next time. Hi, Crusader Kings again.